Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about all the issues I'm currently experiencing with my 1995 Oldsmobile Aurora. It's been almost a month since I purchased this beautiful Oldsmobile Aurora for $4,800 Canadian. It's basically in mint shape with some minor issues here and there, which I will go over in this video. Hit that subscribe button and show your support to my channel. My channel has grown significantly and it's all thanks for you guys for showing your support. The first issue are the rear air shocks. They are toast. So with minimal effort I can make the rear end bounce. Take a look. The air compressor still works, so I took out the fuse for it because it just kept on running even after the car was shut off. As much as I want to throw back some new air shocks, it's just crazy expensive at over $350 per shock absorber. It's quite shocking to say the least. So I bought a conversion kit off Rock Auto for 110 Canadian dollars for a pair of Monroe shocks. I'm going to get them installed soon. There will be a full how-to video on how to install these shocks, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Here are the shocks right here. I took a look underneath the car to inspect the shocks, and the right side was leaking oil from what I could tell, and these shocks look original to me, so I think they've never been replaced, so I think it's about time that it could use some new shocks. The next issue I'm having is the weather stripping on this car. It's seen better days. All four corners have started to separate, and in the rear corners the gaps were so big I threw on some silicone to prevent water from getting in. This is just temporary, so don't mind that. I'm going to talk to my mechanic and see what options there are to fix this issue. I've talked to other Aurora owners and they said it's very hard to find the weather stripping for this vehicle, but some shops will do custom work for it. So I'm not looking forward to fixing this, but I will definitely have to down the road. I only drive this vehicle on sunny days, so for now it's not a huge issue. I also want to talk about the paint on this vehicle. The paint looks really good on the outside, but it literally feels like sandpaper when I touch the car. So next year I'm going to get a paint correction done and really let this car shine. The previous owner had taken really good care of this vehicle, but I think this car has spent most of its time sitting outside and not parked inside the garage. So that's why the paint is in such a rough condition, and it's almost 30 years old, so it's to be expected. The inside I have almost no issues except for one, which is the rear speakers. They do not work, the ones on the rear door panels and the rear shelf. I fiddled around with the head unit adjusting all the settings, but still no sound at all. This has led me to think that there's something wrong with the head unit, because what are the chances that all the rear speakers are blown? I don't want to replace the head unit on this vehicle because I'm going to apply for a collector status and everything needs to be original on the vehicle. That being said, I want to confirm that there is no signal reaching the rear speakers of this vehicle before either buying new speakers or replacing the head unit with another stock unit. Anyone else have had this issue on their Aurora or any GM vehicles they've owned? Please comment down below and help me out. Next up is the power steering pump. I need a new power steering pump, which I've already bought. The main issue is that there is absolutely no room to work in this engine bay. Look how tightly packed the power steering pump is in here. There will be a how-to video on this, so stay tuned. I will get my mechanic to work on this. Obviously, I'm not going to do this, because I don't have that much mechanical knowledge. So the steering is incredibly difficult to turn, and it makes the whining noise when I turn the wheel, which is a very familiar sound I've experienced with my Envoys. Take a listen to the sound it makes. The power steering pump is not brand new. It's a refurbished unit from Rock Auto, so it should get the job done. It's not a big concern for me at the moment, but definitely I will get this installed down the road. Last but not least, I want to talk about transmission slippage. I've noticed sometimes when I merge onto the highway, I feel a little bit of a slippage from second gear to third. But once the car is fully warmed up, there's no slippage. So I think down the road I might need a transmission rebuild. This is a very wonderful car. You really have to own and see it in person to really appreciate this time capsule. Yes, maintenance is a bit on the higher side, but I don't mind at all because this is a great vehicle. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you all next time.